Let's be real, the world of AI is moving at an absolutely breakneck speed. If you blink, you could fall behind. But how do you get ahead? How do you really master this stuff without having to quit your job or put your entire life on hold? Well, that's the exact puzzle we're going to tackle today. I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? Companies are practically shouting from the rooftops for people with real AI talent. But the traditional way of getting it, a full-time degree, usually means saying goodbye to your paycheck and your career momentum. So today we're going to explore a much more modern solution, one that's designed to bridge that exact gap. Okay, so first up, let's dive into the specifics of this AI career challenge. It's really a classic case of super high demand meeting a pretty high barrier to entry.
And here's the bottom line. Employers, they don't just want academics. They need builders. They need people who can take an AI concept from a whiteboard and actually turn it into a real-world working application. The big problem? That traditional 2-year master's program can feel like a career stopper, forcing you to choose between getting an education and earning an income.
So, if that's the problem, what's the solution? Well, this is where the Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence comes in. Let's really break down what makes this specific degree so different. You've got to notice the keyword right here, applied. This is not just another coding degree. It's all about the entire AI lifecycle. We're talking everything from initial design and data engineering, all the way to deployment, and importantly, ethical governance. This big picture view is what really sets it apart from a more general computer science program. And you're going to be building an incredible technical toolkit. I mean, you've got the foundational pillars like machine learning and natural language processing, but also the super practical skills that make AI actually work in the business world, things like deploying on the cloud and understanding responsible AI. So you might be asking, who is this actually for? And the answer is a surprisingly wide range of people. Of course, it's a perfect fit for folks with technical backgrounds in computer science or engineering, but it's also built to be a bridge for professionals in, say, business or product management who need to lead AI projects and speak the language. But here's what I think is the most innovative piece of this whole puzzle: the delivery model. This is what makes it all possible for working professionals and for students on the move. This low-residency format, it's a total game changer. Most of your classes and coursework, you do it online, on your own schedule. But then, every so often, you all come together for these short, intense on-site sessions. You're getting the best of both worlds, really. The flexibility of remote learning with the incredible energy and collaboration you only get in person. Okay, so it sounds great on paper, right? But let's be practical. How does this low-residency model really stack up against the options we're all more familiar with, like a fully online program or a traditional on-campus degree? This table, it just lays it all out so clearly. You see, fully online programs give you maximum flexibility, but you get zero on-site engagement. A full-time on-campus program is total immersion, but it's really tough to balance with a job. The low-residency model finds that sweet spot, right in the middle. Really high compatibility with your work life, but with that super important structured in-person engagement. So we get the structure now, but what's the actual tangible impact on your career? Let's talk about that. This whole setup creates this really powerful cycle of learning and then immediately applying. You could seriously learn a new AI concept online one week and then turn around and start applying it to a project at your job the very next week. And then the on-site sessions just supercharge that knowledge. Your education and your career start fueling each other in real time. And for transfer students, the advantages are huge. This model lets you keep your academic progress going without forcing you to immediately pack up and move. It gives you a real community, which is often missing in online-only programs, and it lines up perfectly with practical training opportunities like CPT and OPT, which are basically work authorizations in your field of study. Because at the end of the day, this is all about getting a great job or moving up in your field, right? So what is the industry actually looking for at this very moment? First things first, let's be crystal clear. AI is not just for tech companies anymore, not by a long shot. Just look at this breakdown. It is completely transforming healthcare, finance, manufacturing, you name it. This means the skills you're building are incredibly versatile, opening up a massive range of career paths. And this right here is the wish list from employers. Yes, they need people with the technical chops, but they also desperately need people who can connect those skills to real business problems. And, crucially, they want people who understand the ethical side of things and can communicate the limits of AI. This quote just nails it. It really gets to the core of what this is all about. Anybody can learn to build a model, but developing the judgment to know which model to build and how to know if it's any good, and maybe most importantly, when not to use it, that is what true expertise looks like. And having that expertise opens doors to some of the most sought-after jobs on the planet. You're not just training for one single job title. You're getting ready for an entire ecosystem of careers, from the deeply technical engineering roles to more strategic jobs in consulting and governance. Okay, so we've looked at the challenge, the degree itself, the flexible format, and the career payoff. So what's the smartest way to move forward from here? If this approach is starting to sound like it could be the right move for you, the next logical step is to go from just being interested to making a specific, personalized plan. It's really about figuring out if this is the perfect fit for your unique background and your goals.
Student Transfer Experts has embedded its years of transfer expertise into Transfer GPT, so you can assess whether a program or university transfer truly fits your academic history, career goals, and constraints. If you're ready to explore structured transfer pathways with clarity and compliance awareness, you can fill in your details in the form on our website, studenttransferexperts.com, for a guided evaluation by our team.
Right choices, effective outcomes. Brought to you by Student Transfer Experts.